Peace and love. Hope all is well. Hope you're feeling blessed and safe and high vibrational. Now, in this video, we'll be bringing forward messages and guidance for those that are light workers, earth angels, star seeds. And we'll just be looking at what energy has to present to us today. Now, on this channel, I also channel the 12 signs of the zodiac, some ascended masters as well as some celebrity energies who wish to assist us here on our earth journey. And you can take a look at those in the playlist. Now, this is a timeless connection, a timeless read. We're using our intuition to connect with energy as well. Now, I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to use the starseed oracle. But I feel that a ascended master or a keeper of light has a message for his light workers. And I just feel more so like the need to connect with one of them and bring forward a message. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from the Keepers of Light deck by Kyle Gray, see what energy we have stepping forward, to see what message we have to give, and then we'll go from there. Saint Germain. Karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Okay. And instantly, with this card I'm getting, the mind is everything. The mind is everything. And I'm hearing that intuition is power. And energy saying with intuition comes great responsibility, with intuition comes great power. For some reason, it's like he's saying, energy saying, that those that are, basically it feels like those that are most powerful are those that have foresight, or those that have clear sight. And I don't think it's saying like clairvoyance. I feel that it just means more so those that, I don't know. It feels more like, I know that clairvoyance, you like can see, it's about seeing and seeing clearly, or seeing, it's not coming out, but it's more so like seeing the future, or seeing future timelines is what I feel. It's like those that are in power, even at the moment, maybe there's people that are behind the scenes that are way more spiritually connected, way more connected to their intuition, way more connected to their psyche. It feels like the powers that be, or those that really do run our world, they are way more connected than we realise. And it's saying like hidden wisdom, lost wisdom. Okay. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. But with that, I'm also getting like, when it's saying move beyond drama, it's like move beyond the physical reality that you're seeing, or the initial reality that you're experiencing. Look beyond it. Go to that of the mind. Go to that of intuition. What is Saint Germain saying? And just give me 2 moments just so I can really lock in on his energy. Before I even close my eyes, I heard I'm here, like he's already here. He's saying like, I'm with you, peace be with you. For some reason it sounds like I don't know why, I just got like a Star Wars kind of vibe. Like he feels like he's an energy that of the heart space, even though there is a lot of purple in this card, which would obviously say the mind and intuition, but I feel him all around my heart center. Okay, so we've got the starseed oracle now in hand. Let's see what he's saying. Don't know why he's way more talkative than like energy normally is with me, or these guys are normally are with me. But he's saying that he's got lots to say. He's always got plenty to say. He's saying baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. It does make this card obviously does make sense. We were just speaking about intuition, and that obviously this seems like a card of intuition. It's a card of the heart, but it has a lot to do with the mind and perception and clear sight and seeing beyond your current reality. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Like there's obviously an energetic gateway, okay? He's saying follow the teachings that you've learned, follow the teachings that you know. They're saying that there comes a point in the path, in the journey, where there's a time to stop talking and there's a time to make action. It's like follow your intuition before it makes sense. Like follow your gut. Stop speaking it and actually do it. Because it's the speaking where you're trying to kind of, and this is metaphorically, but it's when you are constantly trying to speak something, you're constantly going over something, it's because you're trying to like understand it or know which way to go or what direction, or to feel comfortable in the choice that you're going to make. Whereas what the card is saying, it's the same: step forward, step out on faith, step out knowing that you're supported by the universe, step out knowing that the work that you've put in so far has led you to a point where you can step out on your own and be safe and secure and make the right decision. It's like the universe is all around you. But I'm also hearing the star kingdom is all around you. And really what that feels more so like is like galactics, or beings from our star family or our soul families from different planetary systems or different constellations, I want to say. It's like they are all around. It's like the stars are all around. And again, it's saying follow where you're being led. This card's saying follow your intuition, but I'm hearing follow where you're being led, and it's connected to the stars. And now I'm seeing like Mary and Joseph and Bethlehem, and being led to like your soul family or your destiny family. It's like the stars are all around, your soul tribes are all around you. But it's about like building a bridge or building a connection, because initially I didn't even see these other two individuals. So like we may feel alone, we may feel like we're walking through like into a new world by ourselves, going into 5D by ourselves, or experiencing the earth in a completely different way, and it just feels very lonely when you're on your spiritual path. But it's like they're always around. Your spirit team's always around. Your spirit team's closer by than you think. Your soul, your star system, your planetary soul family. I don't know why I say planetary soul family, but your star system. The word's not coming, but yes. Well, anyway, which your soul family, Pleiades, Octorium, whatever star system you come from, it's like they're all around us. They're all around you. Deep cellular healing, Octorius energy. I feel like I just said that. Psychic and emotional healing. Light workers, our energy is so strong at this time. our energy is very strong at this time, and our energy is noticed by others and is felt by others. And for some reason, it's almost like just by people being in the presence of light workers, they are kind of feeling our vibration, and they're receiving our vibration. They're receiving our vibration, even when we don't realize it. Energy saying like an open heart is a healing vessel, or a open heart allows other people's hearts to come into yours without them realizing. And I can't explain it, but I can try. It's like I did a channeling a long time ago with Gaia, something about when we walk the earth and we don't protect ourselves psychically, or we don't envision ourselves protected by white light, that we are an open vessel, and then our thoughts can be picked up on by other people, or people can like project onto us and so forth. It's similar with this. It's like when light workers, or those that have open hearts in terms of like raising their vibration, or just getting to a level spiritually, when their heart is at a particular frequency or particular resonance as a light worker, it's open. It's automatically open. It's innately open. And for some reason, it's like when you interact with other people, our bodies interact, our energy fields interact without us even being aware of it. And when a person with a vibration of light or vibration of love, or just has an open heart and it has a healing aura, then other people's auric fields and other people's hearts interact with theirs. And it's like, I want to say it's a loop, a back and forward, a energy exchange, and we're all constantly exchanging energy with one another. But there's something about light workers and our energy being felt, being healing, creating change and being potent. We're being reminded though to keep some reserve. He's saying to keep some reserve, save some of your energy for yourself, save some of your energy current for yourself is what I'm getting. It's like, what he's saying is that yes, we can always be open, yes, we can share our vibration and share our light and share our energy, but we are the like we control the vessel, so we control this machine and the frequency that we emit, and we can increase it or lower it, or we can contain more of our energy, or we can expel more of our energy to people. He's saying that keep some reserve, and for something about, especially for nighttime. And for some reason I'm getting like, this feels like something that we should be doing more consciously. Like when we go to bed, what's it called? He's saying like any energy that you've tried to contain or you've been storing, or say you go out and you feel a lot of energy, we can consciously store energy. I don't know how, but he's saying that we can consciously store energy. Say if you go to a party, this is what they're showing. If you go to a party and you have a lot of excitement, you can store that energy and save it for later. He's saying you know this because just like you can have a bad moment and you can hold that bad moment and then save that bad moment for later, then go back to that bad moment and acknowledge it. You can do the same with positive things and positive emotions and vibrations of love and vibration of light. But he's saying that when you go to bed, that's the time to release all this energy. For some reason I'm seeing it's like just before you go to sleep and you've got that, like you've reached peak relaxation, just before you're about to like literally nod off, that's when you expel all this energy. And it's something about like being blasted into other dimensions or the realities, or just experiencing different kinds of dream states. Okay, see, energy saying, because I'm in my head, I'm not contradicting the message, but I'm still questioning certain things. Because I was saying to myself and my higher self and my energetic team and Saint Germain that, but if we're in our most relaxed and then we are expelling energy just before we go to sleep, is that not going to take us out of our relaxedness? Is that not going to stop us from going to sleep? But he's saying no, because quite often, and the majority of the time when you go to sleep, just before you're about to nod off, that's when your mind's most active. That's when you have so many things running through your head. That's when you may be thinking about the person that you like, or thinking about what you're going to do on the next day, or thinking about who you're going to see or what you're going to eat, you know? Energy saying that's when you are most active. And they're saying like, and it's often the things that you think about before you go to sleep, is that's what somehow becomes a part of your dream, or is manifested in whilst you are in more of your dream state. And they're saying that these positive emotions, when it comes to emotions and storing emotions for later, it's about, okay, I'm hearing it's about entering the astral, entering the dream state with vibrations of love, with vibrations of light, with vibrations of excitement, with vibrations of like joy. Basically, that it's important to be going into dream states or into the astral. Really, it's just about going to sleep, because when we go to sleep, we are doing a lot of spiritual work. For some reason, it's like we get put, we're in a completely different environment. See, energy saying you're in your inner universe. When you're sleeping, you're directly inside your inner universe. It's like I'm being shown when we meditate, that is our inner universe. But when you sleep, you are fully engulfed in that inner universe. It's almost like you say, like I'm being shown somebody walk into a house and they shut the door and lock the door. That you're fully inside your universe. And it's about going into that space with vibrations of love, vibrations of light. I'm hearing Saint Germain say, stop what you're doing. Everybody stop what you're doing. The time is now. The time is near, and the time has come. I don't know why, but it's like choose your queen or choose your royal or choose who leads you. I don't know why, but it also feels like we all get a choice. Now, I don't know whether that's talking about like a royal, a new royal in terms of like the royal family or whatever, or if it's talking about more so like self-mastery and each one of us being our own personal master, or each one of us connecting with a particular deity or something. If I'm being honest, I'm not 100% sure on that. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So I'm feeling something about New Earth and people being left behind. Or there's an increased sense of separation. It's like as we come more into unity consciousness, or as we come more into oneness, there's an increased sense of separation to some degree. And but this increased level of separation, it's going to be to do with like perspective in terms of being able to perceive this level of separation or not. Some won't see it, some will see it, some won't feel it, some will feel it. But energy is bringing me straight to, it's about duality. Duality is always going to exist. Okay. They're saying duality is always going to exist, but they're saying also that that doesn't mean that one day, like Earth isn't just a place of oneness with zero separation. It's very possible to have zero separation or to have zero experience of separation. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just feels a little bit of an increased sense of separation. It feels like people that are within 5D and people that are within 3D. And again, it's like no one's ever within just one. Everyone's constantly shifting up and down, back and forward. But, okay, it's like those who know themselves and those who don't know themselves. That's the separation. And it's like that's always been the separation. That's always been the fight. They're bringing me to even like spiritual warfare. It's not even it is a spiritual warfare, but it's more so it's a fight of knowing the self and not knowing the self. And really it's about being spiritually aware or not spiritually aware, or just being conscious. You know, as soon as you say like spiritual or whatever, people start to like be triggered, or some people just jump back, but it's just about being conscious. See this card, divine energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. It's kind of really saying what I was kind of expressing. Too many cards, but we're going to pull one final card, I think, and then I think I'm going to close my eyes and channel a message either from Saint Germain, or we'll see if you have another energy stepping forward. We'll see how we feel. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I don't know, I feel very much so connected to like Pleiades energy. Something always tells me like that's what, like a star system I've got a big connection with. I don't know, maybe I just had a lot of lifetimes there, or I'm from there or something. But I don't know, I just see this very like beautiful creative energy with this Pleiades energy, and I don't know why, but it just feels like they want to bring more of them, more of their energy to Earth, or they want us to experience more of them. And they're saying like, we're in the sky, we're in the stars, we are the night sky, we roam the sky, we bring colour to the sky, to the world. Something about when you transition, we will be there. When you transition, you will see us. Again, I don't know, I'm getting like a little bit of a death vibe, like when we translate it into the light, but I'm also getting like when we go from 3D to 5D off. Yeah, 3D to 5D. For some reason, I'm getting, right now, it's like any transition, any transformation that we're undergoing, it's like Pleiades is always there, like Pleiades is transformation, creativity. I don't know, there's something about that. Okay. But anyway. Let's bring a message from Saint Germain. Oh, I'm hearing like the purple one, a purple one. Normally, like when they say things like that, that's Prince Rogers Nelson and his energy. Sorry. I can feel like Prince saying like trying to steal my shine with the purple, but Saint Germain's like, I'm not trying to steal your shine, basically. Sorry. Let me just, you know. I'm just having a moment. Saint Germain's like saying, for some reason, even though like Prince is obviously aware and he's very, you know, he's Saint Germain was. It's almost like he just tried to like not put him in his place or teach him anything. He was like, he just basically just said that we've all got lessons to teach. We've all got things to share. But yeah, okay. I am Saint Germain, and I am not a saint, just a being, expressing in moments now and again sometimes in time loops, sometimes in time wars. We've all been in time wars. We've all been in battles of self. We've all been in places and times when we struggle to acknowledge our pain and suffering. Sometimes it's easier to project our pain and suffering onto other people, because sometimes when we project our pain and suffering onto other people and they receive this projection and they hold this projection and they accept this projection, they take it away from us and walk away with it and release and relieve us from that burden, from what we was carrying. Projection is dangerous. Projection is scary. Projection is damaging. Not only to the person being projected onto, but the projectee or the projector. The person that is being projected onto then has to obviously deal with more darkness, more shadow, more pain, more suffering, but also may have to deal with understanding where this additional darkness, pain, shadow and suffering has come from. And that can be tough because it's not come from them, it's come from elsewhere. But as we are all interconnected, we are all one. Therefore we can obviously take on somebody else's pain and suffering and transmute that energy and use it in our light. But one isn't always aware of that possibility or how to do so. Now with the projectee or the projector, it's dangerous to project. It can be more damaging to project because you've now removed something or allowed something to be taken that you needed to acknowledge for yourself, that you needed to heal for yourself, that you needed to come to terms with for yourself. Now what this means is that some way, somehow, the same lessons and teachings that you have projected onto somebody else or discarded or not acknowledged have to then enter your life in some way. Because those particular lessons and teachings was going to take you from one level to the next. Now it may have been painful, it may have been hard, but regardless, this life is always about elevation, this life is always about expansion. Even when we feel we are going backwards or we are taking steps back, that's an illusion of the mind. We're always going forward. In fact, we're not even always going forward, we are always just expanding and developing and changing in a present moment. But we're never going back, we're never regressing, we're never becoming smaller. We're always becoming greater, always becoming bigger, always becoming more vibrant. Whether that is from the path of the shadow or whether that is through just the path of the light. But remember, life is duality. So there is no light without dark and there is no dark without light. There is just one. Thank you for joining and being present with me. I send my gratitude to Saint Germain, to my energetic team, to Energy to Love, Peace and love. Ashe.